Oh, gotcha. Picking up tea. Tea's slang for drugs here, yeah? Not keeping it? She's not. She's not. You know what I'm saying? Spend all night watching monster movies, eating chips, and... Were they into each other? Alright, welcome home. We're back. We're back to the Hollow. The city run by our family. We're definitely... Oh my god, that terrified me. That's right, we're going to REESE's house on Wednesday. I thought I just deleted the save file. Wait. Did I just do that? Hold on. I was reading chat while I pressed that button. And I did overwrite it. So here's what we do. Here's what we do. Do I click through and pick all the same answers?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. Do we click all the same answers or do we go to half sword? I hate this. All right. All right. I want to load the save. We're going to get me out of here. But you're right. I'll just do a few minutes of clicking. It'll be a recap, right? Right? Okay, this is where we left off. And just in case, we're gonna save again. Yeah, overwrite. We're good. Alright, it's like none of that happened, right? It's like none of that ever happened. You once again find yourself in front of REESE's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. There's just extra time you get to spend together. That's how I feel. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Oh, is this REESE? Oh, dude, are you okay? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey, REESE! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Percy, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Percy updates. Gretchen starts yelping at REESE, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? Uh-oh. I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Aw. Yeah, I thought she might cheer REESE up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy-chew dog jerky stashed away. It's so nice. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Why was the dog freaking out at REESE? Do you think he's sick from like the ditchling forest disease? Do you think that's related? I mean, he ain't looking good. Right? I mean, whenever you get this skinny when you're sick, it's like, that's not a good sign. Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, Percy? Are you coming in? I trust dogs. Why doesn't Gretchen like you, REESE? See? That's what I'm saying! Yeah, I don't want to be weird. Oh, sure, I'll go in. What's gonna happen? You follow REESE and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. Yeah. That seems normal, right? The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. He's got super long nails, which I feel like is just indicative of like the characterization, right? I wonder, are you okay, REESE? If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. That is a little weird. You see that? What is that? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love skull and bone. I got a whole bunch of skull and bones on my desk over there, but it's a little weird. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. Okay. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. She knows something, right? She has to. I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. Oh no, are you making the artwork, my dude? We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Oh, Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. This is weird. There's a lot of undercurrent going about. You know what I'm saying? You make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh no, he's going through some shit. Here's what I think. He's sick because he's actually seeing this stuff. Look at this, look at this, look at this. The ditchlings? What if he's getting the same visions that we got when we went in the mines yesterday? But he's like, I don't know. It could be them actually like siphoning out like the health of him, you know, the life, or maybe he's just like so psychologically drained he's doing it to himself. I don't know. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all of his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. Nah, you're good, dude. You seem like you're going through a lot. Oh, wait, we got options? Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place feels like a prison. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. I won't do that. So Estella told you about everything that's happened the past couple days. Ooh, what are you sick with? Your art. I want to ask him what's going on. The mirrors are also covered. It's a sign of death. Oh shit, is it really? Hold up, where? Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice the mirror. That's a good catch. The mess is obviously indicative of like, also like depression and stuff too. I think I want to ask him what he's sick with, but maybe that's too blunt. Let's start with Stella. Has Stella told you about the last couple days? Oh, she told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for. I appreciate the effort. I really do. Or really, I do. There's just nothing I can really rescue me from. Oh, that you can rescue me from. That die's already been cast. That's so morbid. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Well, we kind of got our answer about sneaking him out. He doesn't feel like he's being kept in. Even though it kind of seems like it. Do you have any thought on the ditchlings we've been seeing? On the dicks we've been seeing? Do you think the town is doomed? What do you think of my cousin? I want to ask about the ditchlings, because a lot of these look like they're inspired by them. Right? Like he has to have seen them or dreamt about them. Yes, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Spot on, man. Wow. You really nailed it, especially this guy's hand. This looks like E.T. a little bit. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I mean, something bad shit's about to happen. I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I mean, all life is beautiful in some way, isn't it? Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. I want to ask him, what do you think's going on with Wayne? Right? If he's been caught up, I wanna know. Who? Fuck. You know, that guy who's been following around Percy. He's being all ominous and fucking creepy. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. Alright. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. That's such an emo answer. You know what I mean? Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not. But it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. Sometimes I wish I led a life like that. Like, not really, because I feel like it's good to be informed, but on some days I get really bad news and I'm like, I just want to like sit in a garden somewhere and just like, I don't know, eat food and be clueless. Okay, would Dr. Kelly, would your mama tell you if a riot was happening though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. I might as well ask this. It's the last question. What do you think of my cousin? She's always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought that she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. Come on, Stella. Yeah, say something. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. Guys, I gotta be honest. I think I was shipping ourselves with Stella. I think I want Tabby and Stella to get together. I think I want it. I want to ask, what are you sick with? Now, it's time. What are you sick with? What's wrong with you? Sorry, Reese. Percy is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness? Was that rude of me? It's okay. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Has he? You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's getting worse. It's definitely this guy stuck in the basement. All these creepy things are coming for him, and they're making him sick. It's just like the deer that had... It's the deer? Remember the deer that had all the weird tumors on its face? I bet this guy thinks he has like a kind of cancer, but they're like, oh, it's not cancer. What's going on? It's definitely that. I could live a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left, it's going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Dang, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. That means you're too far gone. As someone who's locked herself up to do art before, it's not good. Surely there must be something doctors can do for you. True, we'll all join the worms one day. I want to ask what his diagnosis is. Which one? I want to do the doctor's option or the diagnosis option. What do we think? He didn't seem bothered to talk about it. Okay, I'm going to ask what's his diagnosis then. Yes? Okay. She's really persistent too. Shit. I'm afraid the answer isn't very illuminating because it isn't one particular thing. It's just a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. It's definitely the little guys then. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery? But hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird, like this. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm, it stretches unnaturally. I actually know someone who has something like this. Hyperelasticity, kind of cool, right? Does that not hurt? No, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Okay, let's do you three go way back, and then I'm gonna invite him to ghost hunting. Almost to the womb? The school here is a tiny K through 12, not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks. Aw, and we're stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. I knew some people like that. Not that we were free from dealing with the jerks. Like a certain Scarlet I could name. Oh. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Dude, his family definitely knows about the Eldritch horrors in town. She doesn't want people knowing about her family secrets. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it though. Okay, I'm gonna ask about the art. Your art. Slap these bad boys on a mug, you can make a buck or two. I'm doing it. That's what I've been telling him. If you posted these online somewhere, you could get big, man. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. Always about dying with this guy. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions off them. Why does he keep referring to his own mom as the doc? I'd be able to rest easy knowing somebody had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while you're alive. And enjoy the fruits of your labor while you exist. I know. That sounds complicated. I'd rather just... Let me change his voice. I know how he sounds now. That sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting. Leave the hard work to someone else. That might be a bit insensitive, but that's the vibe I'm picking up. All right, I'm asking him to go ghost hunting with us. Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. I'm inviting every person I find on the street. We're getting everyone to go hunting tonight. Yeah, it'd be great to have you along. That would be so amazing. But I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? Almost on cue. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Okay. More people means less chance of getting killed. Wait. I didn't even think about that. What if we invite... I'm just over here thinking this is a funny haha time. What if somebody fucking dies and it's my fault because I invited them? I didn't even think about that. Oh, fuck. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. Sure thing, Doc. Well... Okay, here's the thing. I made a promise to myself that when Street Smart or Hot came up, I would use them. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I'll just silently go wash my hands. Okay, we got family photos. These might be some of his. Right? Okay. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. This house is haunted! Your son is sick because the house is haunted. Problem solved. Case closed. Hire the exorcist. In fact, wait, no, you have a witch in town. Get Sybil in here. Get her to perform the rites. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. Yeah. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. Didn't that make us sick yesterday, too, when we had those ghostly visions? You're compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm picking this one. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? Is she in on this? Oh, here we go. Let's just clean the doorknob. An even better lie would have been, oh, I got so distracted by your family photos. Is this you and Reese? Adorable. You know, my mom used to have a pair of overalls like that when I was a kid. That would have been the good lie. Yeah, I'm just cleaning the doorknob. Totally. Narrows her eyes with suspicion. You can't call me out on that. Worry less about cleaning my doorknobs and more about cleaning your hands. Come on, everyone's waiting on you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Spooky indeed. Oh, no you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Does it lose its influence over us? Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative. and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. I should have asked more questions about the mom. She's given... It's weird. Out there theory, what if she has tried to make a deal with the Eldritch thing for her son's life? That's not that out there. I think she does have some kind of connection. She clearly has a connection to the mind somehow. And I'm thinking that's why he's sick. Or you're right, maybe hanging on. Maybe it's the reversal where like he would be dead and is hanging on because of her deal with that. The fact that there's something going on at their house and the ditchlings keep showing up to this guy's window is bad. It's bad news. She sits opposite you at the far end of the table. Far head of the table. Her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Street smart. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that he's sitting between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. What? Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands. What is this? Ragu? Rouse? Bertoli? And if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. The danger. Could you imagine sitting at a table and you just go, the danger. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. I'm not fucking saying that. Or should I just be completely unhinged after trying to break into another room in her house? Let's talk small talk. Lie, the food's really good. Aw, that's rude. Thanks for putting this together. Yeah, thank you. That's great. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. Honestly, I can relate. I know that feeling. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over, hungry teenagers, eating me out of house and home. She was kind of nostalgic there. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through, honestly. It was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. Yeah, she's like a little wistful here, you know what I mean? Is the sick kid eating meat? No. No vegetables, no bread, it's just pasta. They wouldn't do that for no reason. Oh, that door was to the clinic. What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? My cousin says she admires you. Yeah, let's do that, sure. Let's try to butter her up. Okay, Kanika looks uneasy. Really? I didn't think Tabitha could look up to anyone who isn't a Scarlet, damn. You just didn't get to know her. She had lots of inspirations. Rockefeller, Carnegie, Ford, yep. Oh, that's even worse. If she admires me so much, she shouldn't be afraid to come in for her yearly physical. And she's afraid because of the Eldritch shit going on. Especially since her aunt and now her mother both passed away at such relatively young ages. And I think the women in the previous generation fared even worse than that. And she does look a little sickly. A little bit, she's just always kind of like slouched over, but some of that could be stress. Just spaghetti, it's almost like she's afraid meat would trigger something. Yeah, honestly. And maybe he doesn't have an interest in the bread or vegetables? I can't remember the last time I saw her in my office. She should get her priorities straight. You can tell her I said that. Maybe she'll listen to family. Oh my god. Okay, what were Stella and Kanika like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues. Whatever it was that had captured their imaginations that week. So like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the dog could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in the media. and very sad about the squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? It's not like she's gonna tell me anything with him there. Going back. About REESE. Yeah, let's get into this guy's stuff. Does no one in this town have 2 parents? It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. That seems weird to say with him here. Or are you so hell-bent on keeping your son from seeing his friends? Okay, this is at least nice because it's a compliment. Yeah, he's a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. Let's try it. He has a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. That's the right answer about art, by the way. It's not natural talent. You work for it. Do you think REESE might get better if he got to see people more often? What exactly does he have? I'm doing it! He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. Okay. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. Do you think he'd get better if he saw people? No. I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. He's right here! You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, so still kind of shitty. Why does he call her Doc? It's so interesting. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? REESE can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come on the ghost hunt with us. Ow, jeez, Kanika, what was that? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of REESE's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for good reason. Because he turns into a werewolf at night? Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up with you, REESE. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. Should I say this? No, I'm being a little shit. You're a doctor, do you think the kids are okay? Have the police contact you about Duke's body? I'm less interested in that. Anyone come in suffering hallucinations? Oh, have you seen any sick animals lately? I do want to ask that. I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Well, that was REESE asking that. Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I just told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps. Doesn't that sound like ditchlings? Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? So do they get the lumps because of the ditchlings being present? Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage, it looked like there was something pupating? Oh god, that word. Inside one of Duke's chickens. I bet those were lumps on the cow. That's my worst nightmare. You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. You can feel the tension at the table start to rise. Do you know Sam Wayne? Do you know who my stalker is, Sam Wayne? Takes a moment to think. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Percy around. Super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. I've tried, and they apparently don't like me. Okay, let's ask about the kids in the mines. Do you think they're okay? Okay, it's possible they're okay. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm just stuck here waiting for the call. Here's hoping it doesn't come. Wait, as in you... You don't want the kids to be okay? What? An anxious silence descends on the dinner table. Aside from Reese's mom staring down at the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone. Okay, I want to ask one more thing. Speaking of bodies, we could ask about Duke's body. Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No, Duke, he definitely died. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself, in person. So did Percy. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was those things in the woods, the ditchlings. They made him misfire. Ditchlings? Oh, I see. This is for one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there was no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom, outside my windows at night. They're real. Oh, we do have to ask about them then. She looks nervous. She knows. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons? Or stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going on down in Scarlet Hollow. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, I was wondering if we could maybe watch a movie sometime this week, while Percy is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. He doesn't call her Mom. But they're clearly related. The art and the pictures. Like, it's not like he was, like, adopted by the doctor later in life, you know? Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like it's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend my last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Oh no. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Oh my god. Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. To be fair, it's your fault, lady. He's upset with you, not us. Everyone get out of my house. Please just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. Yeah, the power of friendship. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. Okay, you're making me roll my eyes. Kelly, come on. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. Of what? So just leave, please. He seemed fine before dinner. I want to say something to really make her know that, like, I'm in on your shit, okay? I know what's going on. Don't think we don't know something is up here. I don't want to necessarily get my, like, the friends in trouble either. I'll throw myself under the bus. Yeah, I'll throw myself under the bus. That's fine. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. You should care. I'm gonna get you. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese! I hope you feel better! Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Oh. Okay, we could tell them about the weird door when I went to go wash my hands. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly's afraid of Reese? I definitely want to ask them this, but I don't want to move the conversation forward. If we do this one, it won't, right? I want to tell them about the door. Something weird happened. It's like I was forced to break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure. That's right. That's why I'm thinking we got sick. It was like a seizure thing. And it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing is very trans-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. Episode 4. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on the bad vibe Percy got. Okay, what are my other options? There's something seriously wrong with that dynamic. I didn't even get to finish my food. She's definitely hiding something, and I think it has to do with this. Did you get the impression she was afraid of her son? She never turned her back towards him. It's creepy. Wait, what if Reese is one of those weird-ass figures? Smooch, I think that might be kind of what Rick was implying. Oh, and you know what? That makes the most sense with the mirror covered up. Like, what if he's almost like... Maybe he doesn't remember when he transforms, but what if in some, like, subconscious part of his brain, he's, like, afraid to see his own reflection, right? Or maybe that's why he's also, like, drawing himself like that? Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? Nah. Street smart, baby. I'm sure that's all that's going on. She has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of his food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Hey, fun fact, gang, when I was in high school, I was sick like that. I had no stomach lining, and I couldn't eat solid food for like 6 months. Sucked. Got it fixed, though. Got it fixed, found out what was wrong. But that was me. I lived like this. I understand. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. Yeah, she had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than him just being sick, yeah. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street.
Huh?
Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands in an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is... Wait, Stella's right? I thought Stella believed in ghosts. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. But my street sense is telling me... You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. Slasher movie.